Hey yo, it's your boy Brooke Made Big. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, I'm seeing y'all are busy liking my content nowadays. Hey, okay, I'm seeing, now I'm really kunaendelea wewe. You're making me feel myself. I think just I'm like, oh. So today, I'm gonna get in the story of like what I did for my birthday. If you know, you know. September 16th, it's a September baby over here, a Virgo in it. Yeah, so what I did for my birthday in Dublin. Let's get into it. So, this is what happened. Like, I was exploring the city, getting to know the place since it was still new for me. And then I searched on Google. So like this was the day before, like the night before my birthday. So I just searched on Google and I'm like, okay, which is the best tourist place? Like then it popped up, it said Temple Bar. Like, okay, like me I was wondering, like nilikuwa nashanga, like what is this Temple Bar thing? What is, cause none too in a trend, like okay, search Temple Bar, it shows like so many places called Temple Bar, and I'm like, like, and then apparently it's like a tourist attraction place. So where it's like a live band, you get some food, you get some drinks, you get some whatever. And I'm like, where? Like celebrating my birthday alone, like seriously alone, like sina mtu. Hey, yo. I'm like, this one will be a day to explore, to be honest, because hey, I already chose the feet. Like I like preparing myself at night, like what I'm going to be wearing tomorrow. So I told myself with the amount of money I'm going to use that specific day, and I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. So I met someone, yeah. I'll just say he's a Kenyan. I was so happy to find out that he was Kenyan, but anyway, it is what it is. So I was like, you know what? Since kesho ni birthday yangu, sikuja tupatane, we go places, we have fun. Like, you're the first person I've met. So I'm like, me, I know things are going to go well, yeah? I've not known this person. I've never known this person. Like, it was just like a random meetup. Like, since we were in the same school, same campus, etc. I was like, you know what, let's meet for my birthday so we can hire. I wore my feeds, got ready, got dressed. I'll include the videos and pictures over here. Yeah, I was like, so I'm happy, of course. Like, it's my birthday, like it's my day. My day is supposed to be special. Like, why not? Like, why not? Ni mimi, like ni siku yangu, like nikavaa vizuri, nikatoka nje. I was just hyping myself up, walking, taking videos of myself, selfies, nini, and you're busy popping in my DMs wishing me happy birthday. Like, siku yangu ilianza vizuri. Africa bus stop. I reached the bus stop, and then I was like, let me wait for the bus. So yeah, so I was waiting for the bus. So I didn't know, like, over here when you're waiting for the bus, like you have to put your hand, like you have to do this, like literally when a bus is coming, you're supposed to do this and stop. Because me, I know, like in Nairobi or other places that I've been to, like if it's a matatu, a public transport service, car or van, like unasimama tu kwa stage, you just stand on the stage and the car will literally come to you and ask you where you're going. So the first time the bus passed me, I'm standing there, I'm like, mbona imenipita? So then now it's later onwards and I was busy seeing people there standing waving their hands, and I'm like, oh, so this is how you call a bus. Like for it to stop for you. And I'm like, wow, I came in Mshamba. I'm like, guy. So then I entered the bus, then I tapped, then I went to sit down. Yeah, so I was just sitting down, like listening to music. I mean, the journey was like within 30 to 40 minutes comparing to where I was staying before, so it was far. Yeah, so I was just seeing the views, the sceneries, the whatever, like, hey, nilikuwa nasema, hey, hadi Joy imetoka leo, like, for me, hey, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. So the journey was just going nicely, smoothly. Everything was doing well. So nikasema, let me text this person, nimwambie by the way, since tushaongea jana tupatane tawa at this specific time. So since I live far from the city, I told him I left early. Then I told him, like, let's meet at this specific time. Like, cheers. Moving forward, I reached the city. So, like, Pali stage in a stop is around Temple Bar. So now I'm busy there. I'm like texting this person, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Kwani uko wapi? He's like, oh, ati natoka saa hii. By the time nifike, itanichukua like 20-30 minutes, I'll be there. And I'm like, okay, cool. In the meantime, I'm like, let me explore the temple bars that I want to go to. So there was a variety. There was a red one, there was a green one, there was a blue one, there was a... So now the problem is, these ones that I was going to, they're already filled with so many people. Mind you, there's another one that was saying at CG you have to reserve a table. Like, why am I reserving a table for what? Lazima you have to reserve a table like mapema. So kama if auja reserve meza hoizingia. And then the other one, like the original temple bar, ilikuwa imejaa watu hadi nje. I'm like, hey. Hey, not me, please. Sitaki ko. Like, I don't like congested places all the time. Like, I freak out. Like, take me to a place and then it's small and then it has people. I go mad. So yeah, I was just like, that's what I know. Then this one, when he told me, and the music I was playing, it was like, okay. So I kept walking, exploring, and I found a nice one. It was like a black one. I was like, hey, I think this is the one. Like, it had people, yes, but ilikuwa inakaa a bit like VIP-ish, nini. So I'm like, maybe this is the place I need to go. Because, like, the whole street is just called Temple Bar, but then there are different temple bars. So I was like, okay. I enter, and then I look around like, hey, no, like, this place haiko na watu wengi. So I'm like, maybe nimekuja mapema, ama maybe people don't come to this one. But I asked them, they told me, like, ijazas, like, the place gets filled up with many people. And I'm like, okay, like, cheers, no problem. So I go sit down. It was like a place. It was just like some, how do I describe it? It was like some corner, like a corner hivi, with some leather seats. So I'm like, okay. Then akimi nilikuwa mshamba. So unajua I'm telling you, the things I can't, and the things that I'm so used to, it's complete different over here. Like, you know, the moment you sit down, you expect a waiter to come to you to ask you what you want. But then now I'm sitting there, I'm like busy smiling and waiting, and I'm like, I'm supposed to like raise my hand, and I'm like, kwani hapa niko wapi? Hapa ni wapi?
Hapa ni wapi?
I'm like, okay, sawa basi. It's learning the process. I'm learning the process. So I'm like, okay, I raise up my hand, and then this lovely lady comes to meet me like, hey, ako na pink hair, my piercings, my what? Me, I'm like, hey, sawa rockstar. Okay, kwa kimoyo, sikumwambia, like, I didn't tell her. Then she's like, hi, so what can I get your order? And I'm like, let me choose a cocktail. Summertime cocktail or something like that. I will insert the photos and videos as I've said. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so I wanted something sweet, but equal alcohol. Like, this is my first alcoholic drink. It took long. It just took like, it took like 5 minutes. So now in the meantime, when I'm busy browsing the menu, and I'm like, what do I want? Do I want a burger? Do I want this? Do I want that? I'm like, let me just take like burger and fries, which I know it will go well. Hey, but the money on that thing, the price is Jehovah. For like a burger, why am I paying like 15 euros for a burger? Me, I'm like, maybe your price, maybe the burger will taste excellent, yeah? So now I'm like, okay, so she comes, I make the order. She takes the order and then she goes as she brought me my cocktail. So me, I'm there busy tasting the cocktail. And then I just like relax, checking my phone. So I'm busy texting this person. I'm like, mse uko, like kwani haufiki, like kama haufiki uniambie tu, like nisiko na high expectations. Ananiambia anaka. So me, I'm just there, I'm just sitting, and then I just hearing nanza kusikia muziki. And I'm like, hiyo muziki natoka wapi? Like, where is it coming from? Then I realized there was like a speaker behind me where I was sitting. And I'm like, and I'm like, okay. So then I saw like a waiter pass. Then I'm like, excuse. So nikamuliza, sorry, huyu alikuwa ni Charlie. Nikamuliza, like, where is this music coming from? He's like, oh, there's a live band, there's someone who's performing. And I'm like, oh, for real? And I'm like, okay, can I go sit there? And he's like, sure, why not? If you want to move, just say, like, and then now your food. But I'm like, but I've already ordered my food. She's like, we'll just tell your waiter to bring your food there. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. Because pali nilikuwa nakaa, like, it was just an enclosed place. Like, next to me there were just people who were eating. Walikuwa nakula tu. Sasa me, I'm just like, now me, I'm alone, and I'm like, there's no entertainment, and I'm just there, like, nilikuwa naboeka, like, I'm like, this is my birthday naboeka hivi. I'm like, ningekuwa Nairobi, hey, it will be pints and pints, as in pombe over pombe over pombe. Like, I didn't ningekuwa nimeanza kubleki by then, because like, because I was like, what is this? Nini. Anyway, nikasema, you know what, let's go with the flow. Who knows how the day will go? So I was like, okay. So I can redirect, I can make a seat. So mind you, where I was sitting, like the band was at the band. What? So I was sitting here. Now this is a new place I was sitting here. The bar is behind there. Then on this side now is where the live band. So it's like, it's someone who's playing a guitar and then he's singing. And I'm like, okay, so I might start recording footage, nini. I'll also put over here. I'll put over here. Yeah, so me, I'm just there. I'm like, feeling the vibe, nini. Mind you, isn't imanyimbo zao, like, this is like typically, I think, Irish music, or like words. It's not like at your hearings, pop music, R&B music, ma piano, ma afro, ma words. Because if it was those, I'll be like, hey, like vibing. So I was just like, really quite to even like just skip pole almost smooth. I mean, I was trying to hype myself up. Should I not? Anyway, yeah, so Mara, like, my food comes in and I'm like, buzz, perfect. Now this is where things go crazy. Yeah, so I'll put I'll put the photo of the food and stuff like that. So I decided to take the fries and taste them. I'm like, this thing's okay, they were not bad. I'll just say, like, they were like an 8 out of 10 because the warus were tasting like warus. Like zilikuwa na taste kama chipo za ho. I'm like, I took a bite of the burger. Mind you, niliwaambia nataka that burger well done. Well done. That burger was shit. Wow. Adi nilishanga. I'm like, whoa. That burger was shit. Like, actually, that burger was not even tasty. Adi nilieka chumvi. Yo burger ili taste haina salt. Na ilikuwa na taste juu aje. It's like hiyo nyama haikuiva vizuri. Nikaka salt. Kupatia a bit of flavor. It refused. Nilieka mayonnaise. Ikakata. Nilieka ketchup. Ikakata. It was just tasting bad. Like, Adi, I was about even to tell them, kwani, like, what's up with this burger? Nini? Adi nilikuwa nataka kurudisha. Ati sijui wakaniambia sijui hawezi rudisha, sijui hakuna refund policy. Nikasema what is this now? Sasa like I've wasted my money on a shitty. I mean the fries were I'm like the fries were literally better than the burger. That's how you can tell how shitty the food was. Aki, I was so shocked. Like I didn't really scare it, but I'm like, sir. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe something mzuri will come up. While me, I'm busy still sipping the cocktail. Yani, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. Vibes on vibes. Bado tuna survive. So I text this guy and I'm like, boys, uko, like, adi nimejioda food. Like, uko happy? It has been more than 30 minutes. Right now, inaelekea almost 1 hour. Ati's like, oh, Ati siju. So now, mind you, when I was busy, so I kept texting him to ask him like where he was, yeah, to confirm kama he was coming or not. So he was asking me, literally sent him the live location of the place, and I told him the name of the place is called Baobab's Temple Bar. Like, it's literally the black one. Then akaanza kunicomplainia sijui that the location is due in another place location. I'm like, I have literally told you the name. I've sent you the live location. I've sent you the current location. I have given you everything. Nimekupatia kila kitu. So, wezi kuja kunicomplainia that ni fault yangu. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? Like, nini na happen?
Child. Anyway, so
I'm like, first the food is shit. Number 2, me I'm dealing with someone here. And I'm like, you know what? Pause. It's fine. Good vibes. I'm like, okay. Mind you, me, I'm busy texting my mother and my auntie. They're busy sending me a voice note and a record video of telling me happy birthday. They miss me, etc. So me, I'm feeling loved. Like, all that negativity has been thrown away. So I'm like, okay, let me feel nice a bit. Let me go with the flow. Niji hype, niji patia bado kuna hope. There is still hope. Hope. Haya, mara this guy comes in. Then he looks, then I see him, then he finds I had to put my hand up, then he comes to sit down. So I'm like, hi, whatever. Mind you, he hasn't even said happy birthday.
that's weird.
And I'm like, okay. So, hey. I'm like, this is why I don't take people seriously. Tell me why. Umse, ati ananiambia, ati form leo iko aje. Ati si utatoa form leo. Nikamuliza, I'm like, pardon? Like, I'm like, what are you saying? Like, what are you trying to say? Ati si form, like meaning tole form. So in short, his meaning as in I pay the bills. Like, huh? I'm like, me nimeku invite to come join me, hang out with me. I didn't say that I'm paying for you shit. Mind you, this is Europe. Number 2, I don't know the place. Like, I haven't explored the place. I haven't even done anything. I don't even have a job at this point. So how am I supposed to pay for you? Different Twitter comes, then she's like, so I'm like, see me, I'm done with my food. Like, I already ate my fries. I want to give it away. So I'm like, okay. So she asked him what he wants to drink, and then I tell her what I want to drink. So I told her, like, when she finishes, she brings the bills. So I'm like, okay, sour. So me ordered like a Guinness, a pint. Me ordered I was like, okay, let me just take a Guinness. Let me taste how the Guinness tastes, because apparently he recommended and said the Guinness over here tastes nicely. And I'm like, okay, fine, cheers, no problem. So yeah, now I'm trying to have a conversation with this dude, like to get to know him, because I'm like, okay, since now we're buds, like tunaanza kujuana sasa, like we need to start figuring out, like, if we're going to get a place together, like how much is our budget, nini na nini, you get. So Adi, we'd figure at that point, like we were texting, we had already talked about that. This guy literally has turned football on his phone. The audacity. I mean, okay, fine, but then he's ignoring me. Like, anani ignore, like, mimi nakuongelesha, mimi unani-ignore mimi. I'm like, wow, like, people are this ruthless. Like, hamuna moyo. Like, wow. At this point, I was like, you know what, just shut up. Yeah, mother too. I'm like, I'm like, okay. So the waiter comes back, she brings the drinks, and then and the bill is 1. And then this guy just kept quiet, and I'm like, okay. So I told him, I told the waiter, okay, just wait a sec, because I want to make the payments now to malizana na hii story. So I told the dude, I'm like, okay, I can pay by card, but you need to give me cash. Nigga said he doesn't have cash. Hana cash. What? Me, I'm like, okay, so what other method are you gonna pay? And he's like, siju what? He was trying to dodge the story. He was just trying to dodge it. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, madam, like, kindly do me a favor. Can you please bring the bill separate? So like, I pay my bill, he pays his bill. She's like, okay, sure, no problem. So I could tell this guy is like getting pissed off. Siju what? And I'm like, I have every right to do that, because I'm not gonna pay your bill. And like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you, trying to get to know you, trying to be nice to you. First of all, it's supposed to be reciprocated to me, because it's my birthday. I'm the birthday boy. Like, ni siku yangu, uko hapo unanionyesha negativity na attitude zingine. I'm like, wow, can't be me. I cannot relate. Today is not my day. I'm like, pause. So she brings the bill and the ATM thing. I tap, pay my food.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Nigga said he doesn't have cash. Mbona ametoa 20 euro notes? Wow, this is too much. So after he finished paying the bill, got his change in, and like, things were going. So now the nigga starts complaining. Actually, he's like, oh, yeah, I thought ulikuwa unatoa form leo, sijui nini na nini. Sasa umefanya niwe 6 euros over 1 pint of beer. And then I would have just spent that money, like, in the supermarket, ningebuy 6 bottles of beer. Nikamwambia, like, I literally didn't force you to come. Like, nilikushikilia nikakwambia kuja twende. I'm like,
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Me, I literally at that point, I just kept quiet. I was just like, you do you, like, do what you want. So I was like, you know what, Ebu, now let's take a photo. Just to, because people were saying they wanted to know you, like, they already told people, like, I met someone and he's a Kenyan, he's what and what and what. So, actually he was like, I'm photogenic, like I mean photophobic. I can't take photos. Gee, what? I didn't nikapiga picha na yeye, like he was even hiding. He didn't want to be seen, and I'm like, okay, cheers, respect. No biggie, no issue. I'm like, sour. At this point, I was uncomfortable. At this point, I just wanted to go home. Like, ni siku yangu hadi nilikuwa nimeboeka tu. I don't even know why I invited this person, because I was like, you know what, if here goes well, maybe we can go to a club at night or something to go chill. But I was like, no, this story is done. Like, it's done for. So yeah, so I'm like, okay, we finished our beers. I'm like, we go. So I kept asking him about the accommodation. He told me that he found someone already who has been living in Ireland and he's going to move on with him. So in short, I was like told, where jipange, uji sort. And I'm like, cool. Same nigga who said he was photophobic or photogenic. He was like, here's my phone. Take a photo of me with the temple bar behind. I was like, you know what? It's okay. Sawa. Nikachukua picha, simu yake nikapiga picha. And I'm like, now since I took your photo, just take for my phone, take me photos.
Kona camera fine.
I took the photos, mind you, I was not even happy with those photos. Those photos just came out so terribly. Like, it's like this guy was sent a mission to come destroy my day. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I know how I'm going to deal with my day. I'm like, okay. So, see, after that we left the place. We started heading to the bus station. So he didn't know where my bus stop was. See, I thought we were walking. So when we were walking, we were like walking like this to him passing me like this. And I'm like, okay. So he thought we kept walking. I told him, I've reached my bus stop. Bye. Have a nice day. Thanks for coming. And yeah, that's literally how my birthday went. It was a disaster. I literally went home. I was so pissed off. And I'm like, you know what? The thing I'm just gonna buy for myself when I reach there. I went and bought myself a bottle of alcohol and some cookies and a nice meal. And that's how I ended my birthday. But this time, I'm gonna celebrate my birthday in Nairobi. 2024, this year, I'm celebrating my birthday. No, I am not going to celebrate it here. If this is how it's gonna be, cannot be me, please. Anyway, guys, that's my story. That's my video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you like. I know it's a sad part, but also it's interesting at the same time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because you know it's your boy Brooke, my D1. I love you, and thanks for watching. Have a good night or good